Hi guys, so we had another exciting addition to the homestead this week, and for the first time we got a bunch of baby quail chicks that we are super excited about, and they are absolutely adorable. If you're following us on Facebook or Instagram, you've already seen some photos by now, but we're going to show you the new quail chicks, let them run around in the grass a little bit, and you can check them out. And we're also going to bring down a meat chicken. It's probably about a half to 3/4 size meat chicken, just for a sort of size comparison so that you can see the difference. But these little guys are absolutely adorable. All right, so we got our meat chicken who may or may not wander in. We'll put them next to each other at some point, but we're gonna start letting a few of these little cute quail run around in the grass. So you can check them out. Hi guys. Hi. Hi. That's 4 that just came out that little. And they are so tiny. Hi guys. Oh, nibbling at the grass already. And the way they scurry, it's so fast. I want to go get this guy before he ruins our lettuce. Stay over here, guys. Stay over here. So just for a size comparison, we brought down one of our meat chickens here. They're normally pretty friendly, so we'll see how he does. They're more friendly than our hens. It probably would have attacked them. So we'll put them down and just let you see the difference there. Just as a bit of a size comparison compared to the size of these little chicks. Hey buddy. Okay, I know. But they are tiny. I'm scared I'm gonna squish one. So one of the reasons that we wanted to get quail as well, as we're trying to become more and more self-sustaining, is on our property in our area we're not able to have roosters because of the noise and a local bylaw, which makes sense and totally understand that. So we can't breed chickens. So quail is something that we'll be able to breed and have males and females, and be able to kind of keep going without having to purchase chicks and continually rely on a breeder to provide us with chicks and with our source of food. So quails are the newest addition that we'll be able to breed here on property, and hopefully just continue that cycle going and going. Yeah, so we've only had these guys for a day now, but we are super excited for them. I have to say they're a new early favorite, so yeah, I think we're really going to enjoy quail. Okay, so it's been about 2 weeks since we first picked up our quail, and these are the smallest little chicks you've ever seen, but they're growing a bit in size now, so we've moved them out to our deck coop here, out of the brooder box. It's okay. So they're now free to run out here and get some time outside and a little more space to run around and build up their muscles. And yeah, probably about another 2 weeks down here, and then we'll move them into their permanent hutches, which will be up top in our coop area. So we're going to zoom in here and we'll show you some of their markings on their back, which are pretty cool compared to chickens as well. So you can see on the back of the quail there, they have what looks like spikes. It's actually just their markings, which is a kind of cool defense mechanism to make them look like they are spiky even when they're not. So they're actually just super soft feathers. Those aren't spikes at all, but those are their kind of markings that they have that are kind of cool. Hi guys, so it's been about 7 weeks now since we last checked in with our quail, and we've steadily been getting quail eggs, which is great. They're quite prolific layers once they get going, and now we're going to try and continue the cycle. So the main reason we wanted to get quail is we can't have roosters on our property due to some bylaws, but male quails we can, so we can actually have fertile eggs that we can now re-incubate and do that. And we just got a new incubator that we're going to show you, so we're going to collect some quail eggs and head down and start the cycle all over again, which we're really excited for. Okay, so we're back in the house here, and we've got our new incubator. We'll put a link to this down in the comments below. We had another one before, but we invested in a new one for a number of reasons. One, we decided we're going to keep going with this lifestyle and keep doing this, so we thought we'd get a good one. Also, this one has a lot more controls on it, as well as it allows us to do things like add water into the incubator while it's running. And the old one, we had to take the top off, which was affecting the temperature and humidity, especially when the chicks were hatching. So this one we think is going to work much better. So we've got our eggs. These are the 4 that we collected today. This one's nice and big too, so we can do a lot more eggs in there. When you're putting them in, you want to make sure you put the pointy side down in the incubator, and then this will automatically turn them as well, which needs to happen while they're incubating. So yeah, we're really excited for the quail. They're great. Super quick turnaround. Their hatch time is only 18 days until these will hatch into chicks, which is much quicker than chickens and far quicker than things like ducks and turkeys. And also the birds, before they start laying, is far quicker than any other bird. Hens will generally take about 6 months before they start laying, and quail will start laying after 5 weeks. Is kind of a standard time. That's when our first one started laying, so we're pretty impressed with that they start laying so quickly. And then maybe hard for some of you to watch, but after this we are going to butcher one of our quails and show you how to do that. And that was a lot easier than butchering chickens. There's no huge mess. We just do them in the sink, and it's a lot quicker and easier. Obviously a lot less meat, but we've kind of really enjoyed it, especially in the winter. If you're not wanting to set up big scalding pots and things outside, make a whole day of it. It's a nice easy thing to do to get some meat. So we've got our 4 that we've got in there today. We've got our ones that we've collected over the last 5 days or so. And then you store for 7 days, you can still incubate as long as it's kind of been kept between 10 and 15 degrees Celsius. And we've got all these guys in here, and we're going to fire it up. So yeah, let's get this going. Put the lid on. We've already added some water into it. And this one's super intuitive. We've actually already set the temperature on there to 37.5 degrees Celsius. We're in Canada, sorry for your Americans. So it's in here at 37 degrees Celsius. And we actually wanted about 45% humidity as this is going. We had a little bit of a funny trial this morning because we've reached fall here in Canada, and our humidity up here was at about 65% today. So we had to actually wait for it to lower the humidity in the incubator, which was interesting. So we fired that up. It's got a day counter on that as well. A lot of really intuitive things, which are great. It sets off alarms if it drops below a certain temperature or humidity. Yeah, and also counts the days. So in 18 days, we should have hopefully a whole bunch of new little quail chicks, which are very, very cute, as you saw at the beginning of this video. So, all right, we're gonna head back up. We're gonna have grab one of our quail that's unfortunately been injured fighting another male, and we'll show you how we butcher one as well. Sorry, you guys get the chickens wherever we go. They just follow us around. So up here to our quail coop, we are going to grab one of the quail that's been injured. It's a little bit windy up here, so we're just going to grab them, take them back down, and I'll explain a little more. Okay, let's go. Okay, so we've got our quail inside. This is probably one of the gruesome things. I'm not sure how well you can see it, but this guy's been fighting with one of the other males. Unfortunately, he's kind of pecked his eye. We've done our best to sex them accordingly, but quail are pretty hard to sex compared to chickens and some other birds. So yeah, we had 2 males in together. Unfortunately, they were fighting, and this guy's been pretty badly injured in one of his eyes. So we've chose that we're gonna butcher him rather than one of the other ones. So we'll go ahead and do that. So again, compared to doing chickens, it's a lot quicker. It's definitely not easier in the sense of taking a life, but you're not setting up big things. You can just do it in your kind of kitchen sink with a lot less mess. So if you're not comfortable watching this, you may want to turn away at this point. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. But we are just going to put them in the sink and and go through this process here. So again, if you're not comfortable, feel free to look away at this point, or we'll come back once we've kind of got the main part done here and walk you through it. But basically, unlike the chickens where we bleed them out, we're just going to take the head right off with a big pair of clippers here. So here we go, the first part, not the fun part. Never easy, but honestly, compared to the chickens, I find that nice and quick compared to some of the other ones too. So, yeah, still not one of the fun things to do. Okay, so we've got the head off there. It has been drained. Now we're just going to clip off the wings and the legs, and then skin it. It's not really worth keeping the skin on like we do with chickens. So, super quick and easy, honestly, because they're so small. So. You can kind of find that joint in there, and it just comes right off. And then in the wing, you kind of take it to that first joint. It's just in the wing there. So we've got that, and also just again, because it's such a small bird, we're just going to skin it. You can actually just kind of peel it off, which again is kind of gross. Sorry if you're watching this, but in the kind of breast there, you can just kind of pull that right open. You'll kind of see where the head came off there, that you'll be able to just pull this open here. So we'll just put on there so you can see easy, but that skin will just rip right off the bird, and you can kind of see that dark meat that you get with the quail as well. So that breast part kind of peels off nice and easily, and it should be able to work your way down to the legs. And again, you can see it just kind of slides off there. Kind of gross with the feathers, but we'll get that all washed off. Do the other leg. Here. Now the back is sometimes where I found it is a little bit tricky to peel it off sometimes, so we're actually going to cut down the back anyways. So if you're having trouble with the back, don't worry too much about getting all the feathers off, because we're actually going to cut down that back bone there. Okay, I'm just going to give it a quick rinse here. But as you can see so far, compared to a chicken and just how easy that is to do, it's nice and quick comparatively. So now that we're getting in there, we're just going to cut down either side of the backbone there. And you'll see there's a little kind of opening on either side of the neck there. So basically you're just going to get in there and just cut straight down that backbone. Go to the other side.
And then all of this is just going to slide right out here. And now you can get in there and remove all the guts and intestines. Just kind of scoop all that out. Okay, just give that a little rinse. Clip off the bottom here as well, which you did miss on that one. So, last of the intestine and the rectum there. Sorry again, I know that's gross. But now in that short amount of time there, you've got your fully butchered quail. Nice little dinner. Again, unlike most birds where you kind of go in through the back there, you can just take out that backbone and that's nicely sort of cleaned out as well. So again, never fun doing that, but yeah, we've kind of really enjoyed raising quail. Nice, small, easy bird to do. You can do it in your sink in a lot less time than you could butchering a bunch of chickens or turkeys. So we'll leave it at that for this week to end off, but that's the kind of cycle of life with quail, from incubating to chicks to butchering them on the table there. So I hope you found it useful. Hit subscribe and like below, and we'll see you guys next week.